Afternoon, everyone. Velazquez here with you, transparenttradesolutions.com on a Tuesday. This is 16th September, in front of the Fed meeting tomorrow. Markets kind of just meandering about today at all-time highs. Let's get right into the charts. S&P, just hovering, I would say, at all-time highs, trying to pull back a little bit. It is vulnerable for some kind of a disappointment tomorrow. If that is the case, we could see pullbacks maybe down to 6,600. The NASDAQ similarly, under the surface, there's all kinds of stuff going on below the surface. This could go down to 24,300. If that is the case, we've got call ratios very, very high right now in anticipation of a rate cut and further rate cuts down the road here. If that turns out not to be the case, in other words, if Powell comes out somewhat neutral and says, we're going to be one and done and look at the data, that could disappoint the markets. Interestingly, again, the VIX is up again today, even in the midst of the market rising, and rates on the 10-year are still above 4%, unable to break through. This is really going to be the key tomorrow. If it can finally bust through 4% on the downside, I think next level is going to be around 380. That will obviously be beneficial to some of the home builders and some of the interest rates, so even the small caps. Dollar notable today, another huge drop, finally giving way down to the demand zone here at a big demand zone around 96, let's call it. This is also obviously propelling all the currencies higher across the board. The British pound is the only one that the euro, going back to this, the euro has a level right at 122, 100. So we'll see if we can get there. Japanese yen trying to break out of this consolidation here. But it's very, very choppy. I think it's got to break above this 70, 76.20 to really get some momentum. It's got, I think it may go up to here. There's some leeway between here and here for the currency. Elsewhere, gold, as we know, just continues to trek higher in a very choppy manner. How high it's going to go, it's anybody's guess. So we just kind of leave that alone. Silver also consolidating here. Again, 50 is the ultimate target on silver. I think it gets there at some point. Obviously, we don't know. It just continues to kind of churn higher, go sideways for several weeks and moves up higher. Could be the same situation moving forward. Copper is trying to edge higher. We are long here at TCS, Southern Copper stock. We're doing well with that as a proxy for copper futures, and we are going to maybe look to engage in copper futures if we get some kind of levels here. You can see it is attempting to break out. Oil, very strong still, continues to defy these kind of calls for lower oil, continues to hold 61. In fact, looking to the Novi contract, which is going to be the rollover contract, this also, it's coming into some interesting level here at 65. And then ultimately, I think it goes to 67. This is an aggressive short here, but I would probably not short until we get to 67. Nat gas also starting to perk up after just meandering about here. It's got to break 320. And the grain markets, which I've been commenting about, also look somewhat interesting here, particularly wheat and corn. These are the two that look very interesting. All in all, under the surface, lots of stuff going on as well. That's actually where we have been focused here at TTS. Lots of churn. Picking stocks right now is actually pretty good because you get these stocks moving back and forth on any given day. So that is our focus right now. Apple looks like it might want to break out above 240 here. That's something to look at. And some of these other, Tesla broke out last week. Mentioned that. How far it's going to go, we'll have to see. Next level is about on Tesla. it broke out above the gap above that 368 resistance, and I think it goes to let's call it 450. I think that's the next target. So all in all, tomorrow's going to be a big day. We'll see. We'll get to the usual knee-jerk reaction. And then we got jobless claims on Thursday, but yeah, obviously tomorrow's going to be the big. We'll see what that brings. Volatility should spike a little bit. And again, on the index level, I think the pullbacks will be short and shallow, but I think the action is on the stocks below the surface. If you and I have so I want to mention I have another class coming up in next week, and that's going to be a really interesting topic that everybody will enjoy. And also give me a thumbs up and sign up for the newsletter. Until then, until Friday, have a good day.